Hi everyone, in this video we're going to continue with our pipeline and cloud formation practice and exercise. So in continuation of what we did on the previous video, this one we're going to implement a replication of our S3 bucket from US East 1. We're going to have it replicated in US East 2, and this is like to simulate a disaster recovery event. And what else? So yeah, so I think we can start. Um, yeah, so we're going to first deploy release 26. We have it in our step here. Deploy the main pipeline, because this main our scenario here is we have a main pipeline and we're going to refactor it so that we will have another pipeline with updated stock names. So that is already covered in our previous video. So we're just gonna do that now. All right, so yeah, so deploy this. So this is release 26 CD1. CD1 looks like this. So this is like the clean version. So it just have this S3 YAML template. It's going to deploy that. It's going to create an S3 bucket, and we don't have to think about US East 1 and US East 2 right now. We're just going to create an S3 bucket using CloudFormation, and the CloudFormation stack name is going to be this VWX S3 bucket. That is defined. Hey, wait. That is defined here. This is the stock name of the CloudFormation, VWX S3 bucket. And it's going to create that CloudFormation. As you can see, it already completed. Let's check the resource. The resource has already been completed. The logical ID is S3 bucket. That is defined here, S3 bucket. And it's going to create an S3 bucket here. So this is the bucket name that we set, that was set in the Azure variable groups, Azure DevOps variable groups. So we're going to upload an object here. Right, upload an object, add files, some pick. So why are we uploading file? We're uploading files so that we can demonstrate that we can transfer the ownership of this S3 bucket into another stock name, a refactor stock name, or a new stock name without deleting this or modifying this S3 bucket, so that there will be no downtime when we do refactor with our CloudFormation. All right, so next is we're going to yeah, so we already have that, and our step 3, is going to be step 2. Step 2 is detach the resource. So we're going to detach this resource. We're going to detach it to our existing VWX S3 bucket stack, right? So to detach it, we will use this commit. So we're just gonna replace the old S3 bucket definition in the resources, replace it with placeholder so that there'll be no resources here. We are letting go of our VWX S3 bucket resource. And we're going to deploy that. So we're going to deploy that by this release 28. Deploy. The boogie pounds down around the pimp. The Boogie pound down, night, boom, doo, boom. All right. So let's go. Right. So that is going to detach. We're still using the main pipeline VWX -cd. All right, all right. All right, take some time. So we have a trivia, or so okay. So forget about the trivia. The release number 28 in release pipeline VWX-cd is completed. If we're going to check this and refresh, instead of S3 bucket, it's now gonna be replaced with placeholder because we're letting go of the resource that was previously owned and linked to this stock. Right, so do we have to wait? Do you want to wait? Okay, so fortunately, cloud internet is very slow. Anyways, hopefully this is, see, it's all slow again. All right, so now see, placeholder is now, it's now replaced with placeholder. And now what we want to do is deploy our migration pipeline. In our migration pipeline, create a VW, so this is going to create a VWX S3 bucket 2 and import the existing bucket here that was defined here into the new stack that's gonna be created by this migration. So this migration pipeline is just a PowerShell script. See, it's just a PowerShell script to import the existing resource into the this new stock that we're going to create. And that was here defined in M26. So M26 is, yeah, has this S3 bucket and replication. Oh, really? Migration? No, there's supposed to be, yeah, there's not the 26. The migration is this M3. Sorry for that. Should be supposed to be in M3. So what's in M3 is, yeah, so this is the one that we're going to set this. Yeah, so this is like to import the existing resource into this S3 bucket that's going to be created by the CloudFormation. All right, so are we ready to run that? Okay, so let's run that. 36. Right, so remember, this is going to create a new stack here called VWX S3 bucket 2, and that is going to import this resource into that new VWX S3 bucket 2 stack that is about to be created. Right, so was it in our step? So in our step, right? So this step here, Boom, boom, boom. Are we here? From here, down, 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 down. Create complete. Alright, so I believe it completed. Alright, so it completed. So as you can see, there's a new stack name. There's a new CloudFormation stack that was created, and it's going to own a a stack, no, a resource that was hold on, wait a minute. Did we also define that here in the docs? All right, so the stack name that this VWX S3 bucket 2 is also S3 bucket. Same with what the same logical ID that was defined in VWX S3 bucket, the old stack. So at this moment, we can now safely delete this stack because we don't need this anymore, and we already have let's see, yep, we can now delete that. Actually, it's safer maybe to deploy it later, but I'm just demonstrating that we can remove that now because we already have the new stock imported. And then we want to make sure that what is the template that was generated by that migration. Right, so this is the new stack that was created, VWX S3 bucket 2. And it might take some time because of my internet, but rest assured that we already checked this, and this is the template that is going to generate. Now we wanted to run our new main pipeline. This is now enabled and ready because of this the VWX CD migration paved way or enabled the VWX-CD to be ready, right? Do we have a reply? Yeah, no response yet. So okay, so we are now going to step 4. First, deploy US East 2 in CD2. All right, so what does this look like? M-26 M-26 looks like this. I think this is the main. What's the difference here? Yeah, just documentation. All right, so this is actually just the version of what was in master. So we're going to deploy that. We're going to check first what is in the stack, the agent. So it's going to use this, going to deploy blah blah blah, use this bucket name that was already created here, or not yet, right? Right, so we're going to deploy this. Run cd2, bring it on. Bring it on, CD2. So hopefully this will succeed. This should create a new stack here, and I am expecting that this will also create a new bucket here because in the definition here, US East 2 is going to use this S3-2 replica.yaml, which is this one. It's going to create a bucket. Bucket. Right, still deploying. Right. And all right, so I believe it succeeded, and let's refresh this. US East 2 now has VWX S3 bucket 2, and it has a resource replica bucket, and we're going to refresh this hoping that, yeah, okay, so we have a replica here. See here, they have some pick, but this one shouldn't have because the way S3 bucket replication works is that it will not retroactively replicate what was the existing objects that was in the US East one, and it will only replicate for the newly added objects and US East one, which is this Vlad, Willard, Xerxes. So as you can see here, there should be no objects yet. All right. So now that we have it, what's the next step? The next step is for replication. Replication, S3 replication. All right, so we're going to run this. Hopefully this will work. Is there anything that was changed? Blah 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 blah. All right, so hopefully nothing changed, and go to local script and then S3 replicate. So what this will do is it will let's check this bucket if it now has objects from US East 1, and it still doesn't have. What are the steps to make it happen? Let's go to, do we have any replication steps? Okay, so let's run this. All right, failed. Complete. What's this? Complete. What is this? Nation here with you, and I'll be moved by you. Job not found. Okay, so migrate, replicate. Do we have any replication scripts here? Account ID, operation. Cause you're all I want, you're all I need. Okay. So what? Replication. Yeah, we have to enable this to be, so that this will become replication ready. So full. Okay, so we're going to copy this and then put this one here. Nice change here with you. All right. So we're going to make another release. Replication. And I'll be moved by you. Hey, where are we now? Oh yeah, we should be in master. Yeah, we have to re-add. Oops, full. Oops. Come on, man. I'm so sleepy now. I need to rest. Right to replication. Okay, with that replication, we're now going to release M27. What was our last release? Yeah, release 27. It's going to tag and it's going to create a build. Alright, so it's going to create a build. Right, so we already completed. CD2 is now going to use that build. Alright. Hopefully this is it. I'm gonna sleep now. I'm so sleepy. Haven't slept for how many hours now? Okay, deploy to US East 2 first. Hopefully this will not remove the existing one because I think we have an issue with that where this disappears. And I hope that none of that steps causes this to disappear. Alright, so it completed. Let's refresh. Still there. Deploying US East 1. US East 1 will now have this complete with the replication. Do we have a replication? Yeah, replication role. Hopefully that's the only thing that's needed. Cause you're all I want, you're all I need, alright. Everything, alright, so it completed. Hopefully everything's still intact. All right, everything's still there. Righty. So this one, when you click this, still doesn't have any items. This one still has item. We are now going to do the magic replication. Right, so S3 replicate. Replicate that thing, bye-bye. Right, so replicated. Give me objects. Why? Still fails. Why? Why? Okay, anyways, maybe we just need to just add this and we'll try to solve the issue with other replication stuff later. Right, so upload this and this should be replicated automatically to US East 2. Right, why is the replication not working? I see? Just take some time. Replication is working, but this script is not working. Why? It's failing. All right, so I think that's it. We'll just try to solve the replication script later. All right. Oh, thanks. Bye bye.